Hello, Zenith women, and welcome to the channel. She doesn't need the world to notice her. She's too busy changing it in ways they'll only understand later. In a world obsessed with labels and hierarchies, one archetype remains elusive yet irresistibly fascinating: the Sigma female. She's the quiet storm in a loud world, a walking paradox of charm and mystery. While others jockey for attention or rank, she's busy building a life that defies expectations, and she's doing it with a smirk that says, "Watch me." Here's a fun fact. Psychologists suggest that only 1% of women embody the Sigma personality type, making her rarer than a blue moon on a Friday the 13th. But don't let her rarity fool you. When a Sigma female steps into your life, or your imagination, she'll rewrite every preconceived notion you've ever had about what it means to be extraordinary. And the best part? She's probably doing it all while enjoying her own company, sipping her coffee black and wondering why everyone else seems so ordinary. So buckle up, because the Sigma female is about to show you why she's anything but. Number 1. They are masters of intellectual self-defense. Sigma females are not just intellectually sharp, they possess a kind of mental agility that turns every conversation or debate into an art form. They don't argue for the sake of winning or proving a point. Instead, they dissect ideas with precision, effortlessly deconstructing flawed logic or empty rhetoric. Their minds operate like finely tuned instruments, always analyzing, questioning, and recalibrating in real time. What makes this trait so extraordinary is their ability to defend their position without resorting to aggression or emotional outbursts. They don't need to raise their voice or dominate a conversation to get their message across. Instead, they approach discussions like a game of chess, thinking several steps ahead while staying calm and composed. Their ability to predict and counter opposing arguments often leaves people feeling outmaneuvered before they even realize what happened. This intellectual self-defense extends beyond debates. Sigma females are highly discerning when it comes to absorbing information. They filter out noise and hype, zeroing in on what's real, factual, and worth their attention. This makes them nearly impervious to manipulation or groupthink. You can't gaslight a Sigma female because she's already done her homework, identified the cracks in the narrative, and decided where she stands. What's most captivating is their subtlety. They don't flaunt their intelligence or try to humiliate others. Their strength lies in their quiet confidence. They'll let someone talk themselves into a corner, offering just enough rope, and when the time is right, they'll dismantle the entire argument with one incisive comment. It's not about ego, it's about clarity and truth. That's why engaging with a Sigma female is never ordinary. It's a lesson in wit, strategy, and the undeniable power of a well-armed mind. Number 2. They thrive on meaning, not momentum. Sigma females operate in a way that defies the modern obsession with constant motion and endless productivity. While many people equate being busy with being successful, Sigma females see through the illusion. For them, it's not about how fast they're moving or how much they're doing, it's about why they're doing it. Every choice they make, every goal they set, is rooted in meaning and purpose. This approach sets them apart in a world that often glorifies hustle culture. They don't measure their worth by how full their schedules are or how many boxes they've ticked off a to-do list. Instead, they evaluate their lives by the depth of their experiences and the significance of their contributions. Whether it's a career, a relationship, or a personal project, they'll choose the path that resonates with their values over the one that looks impressive to others. This doesn't mean they lack ambition, far from it. Sigma females are incredibly driven, but their motivation comes from within. They don't chase success for the sake of external validation. They'd rather spend years building something meaningful than achieve quick wins that feel hollow. Their work, relationships, and passions reflect this, as they're always striving for authenticity and impact. What truly sets them apart is their ability to resist the pressure to conform to society's idea of success. While others might burn out chasing endless milestones, Sigma females remain grounded, knowing that depth will always outlast speed. In a world consumed by noise and frenzy, They stand as a quiet reminder that true fulfillment comes not from doing more, but from doing what matters. Number 3. They are the quiet architects of change. Sigma females are the kind of change makers you rarely see coming. They don't announce their plans or draw attention to their efforts, but their influence has a way of creeping in and taking hold. They're not interested in applause or recognition. What matters to them is the effect of their actions. While others clamor for credit, the Sigma female focuses on results, letting her work speak louder than her words ever could. What makes them unique is their ability to operate in the background, shaping outcomes without ever needing to take center stage. They often approach change in unconventional ways, sidestepping traditional methods or hierarchies. Their solutions are thoughtful, innovative, and tailored to solve problems at their root, rather than just masking symptoms. And because they're not driven by ego, they're more than happy to let others take the credit if it serves the greater purpose. Their influence is often subtle but far-reaching. The Sigma female plants ideas like seeds, quietly, intentionally, and with great care. Over time, these ideas grow, inspiring others to think differently or take action. You won't always realize her role in shaping a movement, shifting a perspective, or driving a change until you look back and see how it all started. That's her power, to create ripples that turn into waves, all while remaining unnoticed in the crowd. This approach doesn't just make her effective, it makes her timeless. Trends come and go, loud voices fade, but the impact of a Sigma female endures. She doesn't change the world with a shout, she does it with a whisper that resonates for years to come. Number 4. Mastery of unreadable expressions. Sigma females possess an unmatched mastery of unreadable expressions, turning their poker face into a strategic superpower. In a world where most people wear their emotions on their sleeves, they remain a mystery, revealing nothing unless they choose to. This enigmatic quality doesn't stem from coldness. It's a deliberate choice to hold their cards close to their chest, giving them an edge in every interaction. Their neutral expressions can disarm even the most seasoned negotiators. When others expect reactions, whether excitement, disappointment, or anger, the Sigma female offers only calm composure. This ability to withhold visible emotions not only keeps people guessing, but also creates a subtle power dynamic. When you can't tell what someone is thinking, you're automatically on the defensive, questioning your own assumptions and strategies. This skill isn't about manipulation, it's about control. Sigma females understand that emotions, when displayed recklessly, can become vulnerabilities. By keeping their feelings private, they maintain an upper hand, especially in high-pressure situations where composure is key. Whether in business negotiations, personal discussions, or confrontations, their unreadable expressions act as both a shield and a weapon, allowing them to navigate interactions with precision. But this isn't all strategy. It's also deeply rooted in their independence. Sigma females don't feel the need to constantly explain themselves or seek validation through emotional displays. Their ability to stay composed reflects their confidence and self-assurance. While others scramble to decode their intentions, the Sigma female is already 3 steps ahead, fully in control of the narrative. This makes them not just intriguing, but also a force to be reckoned with, leaving others both captivated and unsettled by what they can't see coming. Number 5. They inspire loyalty without demanding it. Sigma females possess a rare ability to inspire loyalty without ever asking for it. While traditional leaders often rely on authority, charm, or persuasion to win people over, Sigma females take a completely different approach. Their influence stems from their authenticity, consistency, and unwavering sense of self, which naturally draws people toward them. What sets them apart is their refusal to conform to traditional leadership styles. They don't micromanage, manipulate, or demand allegiance. Instead, they lead by example, showing through their actions what integrity, resilience, and independence truly look like. This quiet strength creates an atmosphere of trust and admiration that no amount of charisma or showmanship could replicate. People gravitate toward Sigma females because they know what to expect from them. There are no hidden agendas or superficial facades. What you see is what you get. This consistency makes them reliable, and in a world full of unpredictability, that reliability becomes magnetic. When someone consistently acts with purpose and principle, it inspires others to not only respect them, but also to support and follow them without question. What's even more striking is their indifference to being liked. Sigma females don't go out of their way to gain approval, and yet, this very detachment makes people want to be in their orbit. Their loyalty comes from admiration, not obligation, which makes it all the more genuine and enduring. This kind of leadership is subtle but powerful. Sigma females don't need to demand loyalty because their actions naturally command it. They cultivate relationships built on mutual respect and shared values, creating bonds that are both deep and unshakable. It's not about control. It's about earning devotion in a way that feels effortless, leaving an indelible impact on those lucky enough to know them. Number 6. They have a deep, almost intuitive sense of timing. Sigma females possess an almost uncanny sense of timing that feels less like a skill and more like a sixth sense. They seem to know exactly when to step in, when to hold back, and when to exit a situation entirely, leaving others wondering if their decisions are guided by luck or some kind of unspoken wisdom. This natural intuition is not just impressive, it's a defining characteristic that gives them a distinct edge in life. Their timing isn't random. It's rooted in their deep awareness of themselves and their surroundings. They observe before they act, taking in the subtleties of situations that others often miss. This allows them to read the room with precision, identifying not just the right moment to speak or act, but also the wrong ones. When they make a move, it's deliberate and impactful, often shifting the course of events in ways that seem effortless. This sense of timing extends to relationships, careers, and opportunities. Sigma females know when to seize an opportunity and when to let one pass. They don't succumb to pressure or fear of missing out because they trust their instincts and understand that the right moment will align with their purpose. Conversely, they also know when to walk away, whether it's from a toxic environment, a dead-end relationship, or a situation that no longer serves them. What makes this trait so extraordinary is how unnervingly accurate it feels to others. People often describe Sigma females as being ahead of their time or always knowing what's coming. But the truth is simpler. They've mastered the art of patience, observation, and trust in their intuition. While others rush in or hesitate too long, Sigma females strike at the perfect moment, leaving an impression that feels almost supernatural. Number 7. They attract without intending to. Sigma females possess a magnetic aura that draws people in, not because they try to, but because of their natural self-possession. They aren't chasing attention, approval, or validation, and that's precisely why they become so captivating. In a world where many go out of their way to be noticed, the Sigma females' quiet confidence and calm detachment stand out like a beacon. This allure stems from their deep-rooted authenticity. They're not interested in putting on a show or bending themselves to fit someone else's expectations. Instead, they remain unapologetically themselves, and this unshakable sense of identity creates an irresistible pull. People are intrigued by how effortlessly they navigate life, seemingly unbothered by societal pressures or the need to conform. Their indifference to external validation amplifies their charm. While others may clamor for attention, the Sigma female's nonchalance has a way of making people curious. They want to know more about her, to understand what makes her so calm, so composed, so different. And yet, she never tries to explain herself. Her mystique is part of the package. What's fascinating is that this charisma isn't cultivated or calculated. Sigma females don't craft personas or engage in attention-seeking behaviors. Their appeal comes from their genuine confidence and independence, which radiates in a way that others can't help but notice. Whether in a crowded room or a one-on-one interaction, their presence is undeniable, not because they demand attention, but because they simply are. This effortless magnetism sets them apart. They don't chase after admiration, it finds them naturally. And the best part, They remain unaffected by it, staying true to themselves while leaving a lasting impression on everyone they meet. Number 8. They're impossible to control. Sigma females are a force to be reckoned with because they are impossible to control. No amount of manipulation, societal pressure, or persuasion can sway them from their course. They are fiercely autonomous and have an unwavering commitment to living life on their own terms. It's not just a matter of preference for them, it's a core part of their identity. When a Sigma female makes a decision, it's hers, and no one can alter it through force, charm, or coercion. What makes them so difficult to control is their deep-rooted self-awareness. They don't seek approval or validation from others. And because of this, they are immune to the subtle and sometimes not so subtle pressures that others face. Whether it's the pressure to conform to social norms, to fit into a specific role, or to act according to others' expectations, Sigma females remain steadfast. Their internal compass is strong and unyielding, and they trust it completely. Even when others attempt to manipulate them, whether through guilt, promises, or emotional tactics, it's often in vain. Sigma females see through these tactics with remarkable clarity. They are not easily swayed by flattery or threats. In fact, attempts to control them usually only reinforce their resistance. They value their freedom too much to let anyone dictate their choices, and they'll walk away from any situation that tries to infringe upon that freedom. This unshakable autonomy doesn't mean they're aloof or detached. It's a mark of their confidence. They understand their worth and have no interest in submitting to anyone else's agenda. They don't need to fight for control. They already possess it, quietly and effortlessly. It's this powerful sense of self-determination that makes them untouchable. Nobody can dictate their path, and that's exactly how they like it. Number 9. The ability to be the hidden genius in the room. Sigma females possess the rare and exceptional ability to be the hidden genius in the room, never feeling the need to broadcast their intelligence or flaunt their capabilities. They operate quietly, letting others underestimate them, all while they quietly observe, process, and calculate. Unlike those who thrive on impressing others with their intellect, Sigma females are often content to remain in the background, blending in without drawing unnecessary attention. But this subtlety is where their power lies. They understand that true intelligence doesn't need validation, and they certainly don't need to prove themselves to anyone. Their brilliance is often concealed beneath a calm, composed exterior, allowing them to remain unnoticed by those who might focus more on volume than substance. And when the time is right, whether in a crucial meeting, a tense debate, or a creative brainstorming session, that brilliance is revealed with surgical precision, catching others completely off guard. This ability to withhold their intellectual prowess makes them unpredictable in the best way. While others may be jockeying for the spotlight, trying to outshine each other, the Sigma female waits patiently for the ideal moment to make her move. When she finally speaks, it's not just a comment. It's an insight so sharp, so impactful, that it shifts the entire direction of the conversation. Their understated approach to intelligence is not about hiding it out of fear or insecurity. It's about strategy and efficiency. Sigma females know that the most effective use of intelligence is not to flaunt it, but to deploy it when it matters most. And in those moments, their brilliance is undeniable, leaving everyone else in awe of their quiet, calculated genius. Number 10. They embrace complexity without feeling overwhelmed. Sigma females have an uncanny ability to embrace complexity without ever feeling overwhelmed. While most people are wired to seek clear, simple solutions, they find comfort in navigating the gray areas of life. For them, the world isn't divided into rigid categories of right or wrong, and they don't feel the need to simplify every situation into neat, digestible boxes. Instead, they see the nuances, the layers, and the hidden dynamics that others often miss. This ability allows them to thrive in situations that would paralyze or exhaust most. Whether it's a complicated problem at work, a challenging relationship, or a moral dilemma, Sigma females have the patience and mental flexibility to assess all angles before making decisions. They don't rush to conclusions or cling to easy answers. They understand that not everything has a clear-cut solution. and that's exactly how they like it. The complexity of life doesn't overwhelm them. It energizes them. Because Sigma females don't need everything to be black and white, they're able to navigate ambiguity with grace. This is especially powerful in environments that demand adaptability, whether it's in business, personal growth, or relationships. They're able to hold multiple perspectives at once and see the bigger picture, a skill that allows them to make decisions that are informed, thoughtful, and often ahead of the curve. Where others see chaos, Sigma females see opportunity. Their resilience lies in their ability to remain composed and focused amid uncertainty, using complexity as a tool rather than a source of stress. This is a skill few can master, and it's one of the defining characteristics that sets them apart in a world that's constantly searching for certainty and simplicity. Sigma females are the quiet rebels of the world, navigating life with a grace and power that others can't help but admire. They don't seek the spotlight, but when they step into the room, everything changes. Their authenticity, independence, and sharp intelligence are the building blocks of their extraordinary existence, making them impossible to control and impossible to ignore. They don't need approval or validation, yet they inspire loyalty and influence with a subtlety that others can only dream of. Their mastery of timing, depth, and complex thinking allows them to remain unaffected by the noise of the world, carving their own path while others scramble to keep up. In a society that often values conformity and loud, visible success, Sigma females are a reminder that true strength lies in authenticity, self-possession, and resilience. They don't need to be the center of attention to make an impact. They are the hidden forces shaping the world, changing it one quiet, purposeful step at a time. The Sigma female doesn't follow trends, she sets them. And though her impact may only be fully realized in hindsight, it will be undeniable, because the power she exudes isn't fleeting or surface level. It's built on the deep foundations of who she truly is. So, the next time you find yourself in the presence of a Sigma female, take notice. You might not see it right away, but she's already changing the game in ways both profound and subtle. And that's what makes her exceptional. If you found yourself captivated by the unmatched strength and quiet power of the Sigma female, then you won't want to miss what's coming next. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more insights that challenge the ordinary and celebrate the extraordinary. You're just scratching the surface, and there's so much more to discover about the incredible people who walk through life on their own terms. Hit that subscribe button, because this journey has only just begun, and trust me, you won't want to miss a moment of it.